Roster cuts are taking place all across the league, and the Lions on Monday cut Dylan Drummond. He was one of the guys that we were, excuse me, that we were looking at as a surprise out of Eastern Michigan that could possibly make the team, but he was cut. Adrian Martinez as well. So the Lions are going to roll with two quarterbacks. But as we get cuts from around the league, we can start looking at what will the Lions possibly do. It appears that they could possibly pick up some guys from other teams, trade for somebody before the season starts. One of those guys being Mike Evans, that's been kind of linked to the Lions. Kind of keeping an eye on that. There's been different rumors, but what's funny about the rumors throughout this whole offseason is they kind of somewhat happen. Not all of them, obviously. They're rumors for a reason, but just kind of keep an eye on this one. And the thing is, we have Brad Holmes, who is not going to shy away from it. Here's why I think a big move could still happen, and that is because if you're the Lions, you're looking around at your roster, and they know it. Obviously, they've been practicing preseason, and you could look at it a couple ways. You could look at it like, man, we need to make one more move here to bolster our wide receiver core, whatever that move is. Or you look at it like, yo, we are a really good team with a window here of, hey, NFC North is as wide open as it's ever been. So you've got a good team, NFC North wide open. Let's go get it. Let's make one more move if we have to. So the Mike Evans move is one that's kind of been looked at, been talked about. So let's take a look at that. The Lions, I've been saying this whole offseason that the wide receiver position is I'm a little nervous with it just because Chark's gone, Hawkinson gone. We get it. Amon-Ra is our star, and that's great to have. But then after him, we have to be just really honest about what we have in Reynolds. Reynolds is not the guy that he's just solid, right? He's just a solid player, but it's not like, oh man, Reynolds, dynamic, explosive. Those are not the words that you use. Marvin Jones, same thing where, hey, reliable veteran receiver. That's great. And we need that. But is he just the old Marvin? No, he's not. He's getting quite a bit older, actually. So what do we got? Khalif Raymond, he's more of a backup for Amon-Ra. He's more of a slot specialty play kind of guy. Can play a little bit. So at wide receiver of all positions is a one area that we're not like great at. So it says it right here. While St. Brown is certainly a vacuum for underneath and intermediate targets, the Lions could use some help on the boundaries and in the red zone. So Laporte is going to be great. Jameson Williams, when he comes back, is going to be great. Our rookie running back is going to be great. Jahmyr Gibbs. But what's that outside target that could be just awesome for us? And it's Mike Evans, man. That would be awesome. So I'm hearing that initially they wanted a second round pick for him. Now it's going to maybe like a third and a fourth or a third and a future second or some weird, third and something. And boy, it's almost worth it for him just to give you a pure outside presence. But that's one thing the Lions can do. The next thing that they can do is poach and look around at teams that have cut players. And this is a real easy indicator to see the talent level in rosters. So the Lions in the years past were taking guys that were cut from other teams and adding them to their roster. Whereas this year, I wouldn't be surprised if guys that we're cutting are ending up on other rosters. It just shows the dramatic improvement of our roster over the last 2-3 years. And so keep an eye on guys that are cut. We could sign some other guys, especially maybe on the offensive line as well, because our offensive line, our first five, awesome. Then where's our depth on the offensive line? That's one area we got to kind of keep an eye out. So there might be an offensive line piece. That's something that nobody pays attention to. And how do you really know a guard from the Bengals, right? No one's paying attention to that, but the Lions are, and NFL teams are. So you might be able to find a offensive lineman that could help you out in a situation where maybe we could upgrade there. But overall, I think the Lions are in such a good place with the talent, but Brad Holmes is the ultimate wild card. You don't know what this guy's going to do. You don't know what he has up his sleeve and really what he thinks of the roster. I think if he makes a big move, it's not, we need to make some more moves. I think, no, we're really good, and we just need to add that cherry on top and keep on going. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on this. The roster cuts are happening, but I mean, we all kind of know generally there's no big surprises. The big surprise is what are we going to do next? And that is what I think we're far from over, and things are coming down the pipe as soon as as soon as we see something happen, something else might happen. Brad Holmes, Animal, 2 weeks away from the season opener. Can't wait to see what happens. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see all of you on the next